Bridget Bartlett here. Today, I am going to show you how you can use AI to respond and engage to your followers or audience on Twitter and LinkedIn. Now, I'm going to show you both of these tools because even though they're different tools, you can actually use them together. And if you do decide to sign up for both of them, you actually will save 25% on each of the tools. Okay. So this is kind of why I wanted to show you together, because if you're really trying to build your audience on multiple social media platforms, it can be really overwhelming because you do need to share content, which we can automate. And I have lots of training videos on that. But the engagement part is what's really the time consuming aspect of it. I do want to say hello to Ray, who is joining us from Texas. Hello, Ray. So you can see here, this is my Twitter account. Now you can also see on the right hand side, I have Tweet Hunter. Now I've done videos on Tweet Hunter before. It's really an incredible tool, but they do have this extension. Tweet Hunter itself is not a Chrome extension, but they do have a Chrome extension that you can add. And what's really cool is it will give you AI generated ideas. So I could post any of these if I wanted to just manually post. I could also check out any of the viral tweets that are going on Facebook right now, which is a great way to find people to follow. It's also a great way to engage with those people, right? Because obviously they have lots of people seeing their comments. So this is what I do every single day, okay? So, and I actually didn't do this today because I wanted to walk you through and just basically show you what I do. Okay. So I love to first go through these viral tweets. All right. And I'll usually definitely pick the top one. And it says it's not found. So I'm going to go to the next one. Who knows? Maybe it got deleted for whatever reason. So this one says 10 people retweeted it and 115 people like it. So if I look at it, it says marketing tips, value speaks louder than ads. Okay, so that's, obvious. Yes, I totally agree. But see, when you click here to reply, you have the ability to send a one liner, agree with the post, disagree, create something funny, ask a question, quote someone that is relevant to the post, answer a question, say congratulations or thanks. So I'm just going to show you, if I was to put one liner here, it says value, it's the real deal. Okay, so that's an example of a one liner comment. You could also choose agree. And you can see it spinning. Totally, ads might grab attention, but delivering value keeps people coming back for more. Now, granted, I could type that out, but when you're trying to do this and you want to come up with a thoughtful response, it can just be time consuming. It's just one of those things. So I love to use these AI tools so that it can at least create it for me and then I can edit it any way that I want to, right? So value matters, but so do ads. They keep, they help spread the word and attract customers. Both are important for successful marketing strategy. So that's the disagree there. Now, the funny one, and I really encourage you guys check this out because it's really cool. And I do have links in the description if you want to create accounts. But value is important, but don't forget the power of a good pun in your ads. Okay, so now I'm trying to be funny. And funny does work, especially when you're engaging, because when other people who follow this person and they go to comment and they see your post, they are more likely to follow you, right? I mean, not more likely because it's funny, but if they see your post, they're more likely to follow you if they like what you have said. So, the question: how can businesses effectively communicate the value of their products or services without relying solely on advertisements? So, that would be my question. Now, I can add a quote here. The best marketing doesn't feel like marketing, it feels like a service, by Tom Fishburne. So, that's a nice little quote. And then let's also do the answer. Okay, so it's not really answering anything. So let's see what it actually says. No doubt about it, with ads popping up left and right, it's easy for people to tune them out and so on. Okay, now let's try the congratulations. And I'll show you what the thanks looks like just so you can start getting some ideas of really how useful and time saving this is. Woohoo, your marketing tip is fire. Value trumps ads any day. Keep slaying. And then we have the thanks here. So we'll check out what it says here. Couldn't agree more. Ads can easily be ignored, but when you provide value, people can't help but take notice. It's the secret sauce to successful marketing. Okay, so we could keep that. Let's just go ahead and just say agree. And then, of course, I want to read it, make sure it makes sense, and then reply. Okay. So I just took a little bit of time to show you, all of those cool things there. But you can see viral tweets, how incredible that is to your process, right? So now I'm going viral tweet. I want to click here. I'm going to reply, marketing tip, talk about your customers' success stories more than yours. I'm going to agree. And my response is totally when you highlight your customers' achievements, it resonates. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to reply. I'm going to go ahead and send now. Now let's go back to the viral tweets. I'm going to read another one. Let's just choose the next one here. So marketing is no longer about stuff you make, but about the stories you tell. So I'm going to go ahead and agree. And then I'm going to, let's see, definitely marketing is all about the art of storytelling. What's it? Yeah, that looks good. Actually sounds like something I would say. So I'm moving on now. Okay. So this is literally what I'm going to do for viral tweets. Okay. Now there are some random highlights here if topics that are trending for the day, if you wanted to check that out. On this day, looks like there's an error there, recent hits, and then we're back to AI generated. So that's basically how the extension works. But when you go inside of Tweet Hunter, you'll see here that and I'll be the first one to tell you my Twitter account is not very impressive. Okay, but this is literally what I do. And when I started growing my Twitter profile, I only had like 100 followers. Okay, so and this was just a few months ago. So it's definitely, my follower growth has grown in the last 30 days by 14%. Okay, so that's all good. Here it tells me my most generated tweets here. I can, of course, compose tweets here if I want to. I have my queue here, and this is something that I do every day as well. So my queue is full. Okay, I can edit my queue and just determine like when I want to post. So I do post a lot. But if you're trying to come up with ideas, so this is what I do too. I go to AI tweets, and it actually every single day it will generate these tweets for you, and then you can just quickly go through here and add them to the queue. Okay, and honestly, I've never found one yet that I thought, I don't think I would really post that. So now I've added all of those to the queue, and now it's going to post those for me. Okay, now I also can engage here inside of Tweet Hunter. I can do the contacts. I have a lead finder. There's so much that you can know and do with Tweet Hunter. It's so crazy. But I just want to show you, for example, if I click here to engage, I can choose different people to engage with. I can choose any of my lists that I've created or find tweets from a selection. I can type in a keyword like marketing, and it will find me all of the posts from people who have posted something about marketing. For example, there's no worse first impression you can give somebody than a private messaging on LinkedIn. Okay, so that's all about marketing there. So I could respond to that. I could also choose mentions and replies and people that I follow. But since this is pulled up here, I can reply using the same strategy, right? So I have all of these same options here, and I can agree, and it will respond for me. Okay, so then once I get that, then I can just do reply. And you can see here that it found 143 tweets in marketing. So I could very quickly actually go through and respond to all of these. Okay, so that's a massive traffic generation if you respond to 143 tweets. Okay, and that could actually be done very, very quickly. Okay, so like you can see, again, I'll just do agree and then reply. Now, I definitely do read these because I don't want, I definitely want it to make sense, right? So I could just choose agree again, and then reply. Now you do have some other options here. Like I said, this is really Tweet Hunter is an absolute beast. You can see there's tons and tons of resources here for you to check out and use. But these are the things that I use the most, right? Just the replying and then finding people. That's what I use the most. Okay. Now the next thing that I wanted to show you is Taplio, and you can see that I don't spend any time on LinkedIn at all, but my engagement is getting like crazy on LinkedIn. So this is why I'm going to show you. You can see here's my LinkedIn profile. Lots and lots of engagement, but I almost never go here. And if you look, when you get Taplio, it kind of looks like it's not really that useful, right? If you're just looking at the app. But here's what's really cool. You can choose inspiration. You can also choose recent hits if you're looking for something to post. But here's what I do. This is so, so easy. This is why I love this. So you can, of course, create your queue, which you want to do. Okay, so I have no scheduled posts in the queue. I'm going to create them with you, but just like Tweet Hunter, because I think they're owned by the same company, and they're very, very similar. So I love that because there's not a huge learning curve since they're so similar. But you can choose your queue here, and then you can go down to viral content if you want to, reword someone else's viral posts, or you can go to generate for you, just like Tweet Hunter. It will generate completely unique posts that you can put on LinkedIn. And you can see these are specific for LinkedIn. Okay. So that's better than just trying to put all of your tweets on LinkedIn because it's not the same audience. It just doesn't resonate the same way. But you can see, of course, you could read through all of these, and all you need to do is click add to queue. Okay, so I literally now I have just created and scheduled a week's worth of content on LinkedIn and Twitter. And today I've already engaged. Okay, now I could easily do that with more people. But that's really the goal, right? We just want to schedule this content. We don't really want to have to spend a lot of time creating it. This does that for us. Now, to engage with people, on LinkedIn, you can actually go down here. Now this is Taplio, okay? But you can also see Tweet Hunter. It's basically like the same tool, right? So to engage, I'm just going to click on engage, and I just like Tweet Hunter, I can choose best for you. I can reply to any comments. I can reply to specific people or organizations, okay? Now it's found 50 posts for me to engage with, so I could literally go through here and let's just choose. I need to write something. Okay, so this looks like they literally just changed it in. Okay, so let's do add value. So I think they literally just changed this like as I was, they must have updated this. So I'm choosing add value, but it says, that it's using. I could do this faster if I set it to the chat GPT-3. So it created this. I'm going to add value, of course. So hey Justin, your post hit home for me because I've come to realize that much of what we were told growing up doesn't hold up in the real world. College isn't always a golden ticket. Hard work alone doesn't guarantee success. Let's face it. Cheaters sometimes do prosper. Okay, so this would be like my reply. Okay, so then of course I can go and I can add value again. So I guess the replies, it just looks different. It's the same thing. The replies, you're just going to click add value, or you can congratulate them or say thank you. Okay, so it just generated my reply. I can also do open snippets and add text and emojis if I wanted to, but I'm just going to reply there. So you can see very quickly, you would go through here and respond to all of these people. Now, this is so much better than I feel like, Sales Navigator. I know that some people absolutely love it, but if you're someone like me who you're not really a big fan of LinkedIn, and honestly, I'm not a big fan of Twitter. However, I definitely do. There's huge opportunities. And so, as you branch out, as you find time and things that you want to improve on in your business, it's definitely good to go and make sure that you are building a presence on all of the other social media platforms. But if you don't have the time, these AI tools are a really great solution. So you can go to myvisionagency.com/tweet hunter or myvisionagency.com/Taplio and create an account there. And like I said, if you create the accounts, I can't show you because it'll expose my API, but if you create accounts of both tools, you will save 25% on whatever plan that you choose for Tweet Hunter, and you will save 25% on whatever plan you choose for Taplio. So it's not just 25%, it's actually 25 on both of them. So that is a really good value. And since they're so similar, it's really easy to just go ahead and pick up on LinkedIn. Even though originally I was focusing on Twitter, it just made perfect sense to go ahead and save the money, but also work on my LinkedIn because I am live there 5 days a week as well as Twitter, but I just don't work to do all of the engagement. So Cindy says, "Hey y'all, hello Cindy, hello Lisa." McCall says, "Wow, this is cool." It really is cool for sure. Maria says, "The queen of automation." And Cindy says, "Does the discount apply automatically?" Yes, it does. As soon as you purchase the second one, you're going to go to the account settings and it'll tell you in the integrations to paste in your API for Taplio. And then in Tweet Hunter, it'll tell you to paste in your API for or sorry, the other way around. Tweet Hunter will ask you to paste in your Taplio API, and then Taplio will ask for the Tweet Hunter API. And then once it does that, and you can do that in your free trial as well. And then once it does that, it will give you that 25% discount. So it's super, super cool. Okay. Thank you all so, so much for joining me. And I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. Thank you so much for joining us for today's training. If you have any questions, you can join us for open office hours starting right now at bridgetbartlett.com. It's free and open to everyone. So